Yep. Spent a fortune there. He's probably the only person that brings the carts back in to the family store. I mean, he does it every time. And someone's getting them a little chicken hutch thingy. There's my handsome husband. It's like they know that I'm gonna video them or something. Good morning, everybody. This time change, I really don't like it. I really don't. It's got me all messed up. I feel like I'm waking up late because it's an hour ahead, and I just don't like it. So the triplets are going to come out today. They're going to be put in a little pen for right now for about a week or so. I got to dehorn Jules' butt kid. He's probably a little overdue just because I was waiting on Willow to kid. And I want to say thank you to all of our viewers. Thank you to our members. And I always want to try to get that done before I do the end of the video, because sometimes I tend to forget about it. I got a load of dishes to do. I got a whole bunch of stuff I want to get done, and we're supposed to have a beautiful warm week this week with no rain, no snow. So this might be the first start of spring actually getting here, but it is only March, and March is unpredictable for the month of here in Michigan where we live. So with that being said, Billy turned the heaters off because we're supposed to be, in the 50s, the high 50s, low 40s at night. But I can tell you, it's a little chilly in the house. I don't know what the degrees is in here, but I know my hands are cold. My fingernails are a little purple. They got a little bit of purpleness going on in the very bottom where my moons are usually at. And it's chilly. I got the dogs out going potty, so I'm waiting on them to come back to the door. So I thought I would do you guys a little bit of a video. My nose is running. I still got some eye drop leaking out of my eyes a little bit. I've got my pot on because I think I'm just going to be late getting everything done today. But I think I want a tea before I go out because I'm cold. And it's not much warmer outside right now than what it is in the house, I don't believe, but I'm going to sit on my hands and try to warm them up. But yeah, I put nesting boxes in yesterday. Today was the day I was going to do it. I got my 3 cages that I had Zach go get for me. I got those put up. Billy helped me with one. I told him that I could do the other 2 while he tried to do some of his stuff. He got the excavator out. He put the round bales in with the 3 horses and then in with Captain Meg. So then he's not got to worry about them in the mornings or anything. All he's got to worry about is just giving Diamond and Jill their hay, and then he's gonna try to think of a space to put them at temporarily from where they are, so they're not around, so they don't have the trees inside their pen. And he's thinking about putting them up where we've cleared off up where the goats and everything are going to go, and our sheep when we eventually get there, and our feed out pasture for our meat animals. So with that being said, that's something that's going to get done. He wants to start getting the pens cleaned out this weekend too. We're thinking about renting a tractor to actually get that done, but I got to see if they'll fit through the gate or not. And then it just takes too long with the excavator. It really does. Even if you put the bigger bucket on it, it's only three feet. And Billy has already done it once with the excavator, and it takes a very, very long time. So we are not going to use the excavator for that. And we're just going to rent one because it would be a lot faster. And then he wants to get all those poop piles that he's got piled everywhere moved out of the pasture and moved into a larger pile. So he wants to be able to use the tractor to get that done. I think there's a dog up there. I think that's Max. It's not Brutus. There's no way it's Brutus because he takes forever to come back in when he's outside. Yep, it's just Max sitting there. He has got a very bad habit getting in the garbage. Very bad habit. I whipped him good yesterday, though. I hurt my hand. I smacked him on his butt really hard. Made him yip. Scared the crap out of him because he didn't know I was coming. Because I heard something rustle in the background, and I'm like, ooh. I knew he was into it. He was tearing up stuff, so he got spanked for that. I got a big bag of my Shepherd's Choice kid milk being ordered. My husband said, do you think one bag would be enough to wean everybody? And I'm thinking, well, if I wean them off at 8 weeks, yeah, I think that would be enough, but I'm not for sure. I know for what I got left of milk replacer might last me until it gets here. They said 2 to 5 shipping days. The last time I ordered it, it was here within 3, I think. I really got to get a hold of Hogerlies because I ordered some organic wormer and 6 nipples because I want to be able to put these 3 does on a nipple bucket, which I'm going to create out of a cat litter tote. I'm going to put 3 nipples on there, and then that's what they're going to drink out of when I get them in their new spot. And that's something that Zach and I is going to do. I figured out too that I told Billy that I want to use the 2 corral tops that we use for the Celtic Logics that the horses were in for once. And then we had another one that got blowed over that the excavator was in. Anyways, we have the tops to those, and I told Billy, I said, I want to use those for my rabbit hut. So those are 12 foot wide, and I already have a shed that's 12 foot wide by 20 foot long. So if I add that to the 2, that gives me 64 feet total in length by 12 foot long. And I asked Billy, I told him that that's what I want to do, and to be able to hook those tops. He said, then we're going to have to go with tarps again. And I told him, I said, we could run metal the long ways on it. Would be similar to what the barn is like, because he said that they didn't metal the barn right, especially on the roof, because it does tend to catch, but it does eventually come off. And I think that would be easier to do the tops on that, to metal it like that. And then we can, pallet the bottom 4 feet up to be able to latch those on. And I'm thinking about possibly dry pouring the inside of it too. I'm not sure. We'll probably have to do a section at a time, but eventually that's where all the rabbits will be in one solid hut. And I gotta think of how I want to do it. I kind of want my rabbits, the backs of them together down the very middle of it, so I have the outsides all the way around it to be able to put to be able to get all the way around it so they're not up against the walls. I want to kind of flip the cages differently. But I got an idea how I'm going to do it all. So with that being said, that's another thing that's going to take some time to get done this year. Billy said he's got to make a pad and clean all that area out. Plus, I want to be able to get the girls their own area, the 3 does. That would be Gracie, Paige, Gracie, and Hope, to get them their own area so they'll don't have to be in with the bucks, and they can grow the way a doe should grow. And I wanted to keep them on milk till they were at least 16 weeks, or maybe even longer than that if I could, but we'll see what it ends up being. This bag of milk actually didn't cost us as much as I thought it was. It's still expensive, don't get me wrong, it is. It was $130, but I thought they were $185 a piece. But what it was is if you order 3 or more bags, then they're $85 a piece, not $185 a piece, but $85 a piece. So I think next year I should know for sure whether or not, we are positive or not. And hopefully we're not. But that's how I could do it, is get some bags of I really like this milk replacer, the Shepherd's Choice for kids. And go from there. So I'm still waiting on Brutus to get in here and waiting on my pot to get ready. I just thought I would give you guys this update. And I will show you everything that's going on. I did have some does making nests. Miss PS actually was pulling hair out, so I'm not sure what that was about. But man, she was trying to shove all her hay in a corner, and I put a box in there, and she still didn't get the idea that she's supposed to put hay in there. So I grabbed the hay and I stuck it in the box, and then finally I seen her putting hay in the box. She finally got it after twice of putting hay in the box. But I have my cousin coming out this Friday. He's going to clean again underneath the rabbit cages, get them really, really cleaned out. And I'm probably going to have him help me get this fence over here that got crushed taken out, and the posts taken out, because I'm going to need posts to be able to put up fence. And I have a gate here that I want him to try to help me with to get that put up where I would like it. And eventually we're going to put a 10-foot lean-to on the back side of that, so that will be my doe area where my young does grow and go before they get put into the milker area. So with that being said, that's everything that's going on. Billy will probably be putting in the hours at work. I'm not sure. I think they're trying to get this last position of this job done, but he said that he doesn't think he's going to be going to the other one quite yet because they got more to do. So we'll see. But he's starting to put in the hours because, of course, the weather's starting to turn better now. So that's a good thing. But it's not for here on the homestead. I mean, he only has normally the weekend to work, because having to get up early and, work all day, a 12-hour shift. I got Miss Dolly down here rolling around. And just working his tail off, for everything that we want here. I should say I want. He does all this for me, and I greatly appreciate it. We all can't have spouses that break their back for the spouse that they're with because they love them that much. And it's just something that, just the way he was raised, or it's just the person that he is. And I can say that Billy and I, our anniversary's coming up. I think it's next week. It's the 19th. We will be married for 9 years, and we've been together for 10. And I can say that I've watched this man grow over the last 10 years into a man that I couldn't believe that I have. You know, he's way more of a person than I ever thought he would be, and I'm very blessed to have a man like him. So I wanted to put that in there too. It was just on my heart and my mind, so I thought I would say it. I'm very, very blessed to have a man like him, to be able to, you know, take me to my eye doctor appointments, you know, and help pay for everything that I need, and pay for everything that we need here on the homestead, you know, and provide the house that we have, and it just everything. I mean, he is a wonderful provider, but not just that, he's a wonderful man on top of it. Besides being a wonderful provider, he is just wonderful. He really is. And I feel very blessed. So thank you guys for being here. I hope you enjoyed this update. When I go outside and I get everybody done, I will do a video, kind of show you guys everything that we have done, and then what our plans are with everything else, so I can kind of show you it. And then once we start actually working on it, I'll start videoing that stuff. So thank you guys again for being here, and we appreciate each and every one of you. And as always, until next time, God bless you all.